All right, I think we're good. I think we may. I never know if I'm actually on and doing things, but hi, how are you? Welcome, episode 140 of the Melting Pat here on the old YouTube, or for the podcast folks, the normal place where you get it. Thanks for coming. Hey, what's going on? This is weird. It's always weird. I don't know. The live thing is not red. It's yellow, and it drives me nuts. Something I can't fix. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I normally do this on Fridays, but had to call an audible, maybe needed elsewhere on Friday. So today's Thursday. So here I am doing the thing. Welcome. Thanks for sitting down and bringing me elsewhere, bringing me somewhere, elsewhere, everywhere, over there. I don't know. I have no idea, but I hope you're all right. Let me do this at the beginning of the show this time because I feel like nobody listens to the end, or if they listen to the live stream, they don't go back and listen to the podcast and all that. So I'm going to do this right off the bat. I have for you two codes for some free Pokemon. There we go. Two free legendary Pokemon to give away. So what I want you to do is go to any of the posts for the show, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or .com at the Melting Pat everywhere, and use the phrase "gotta catch them all." So you do that, and I will. If the first two to do it get these codes to get some free Pokemans. And there you go. So they're legendary. I'm gonna leave you in suspense and not tell you what they are. So so do the thing. Let me know, and we can have some fun with some Pokemon, or I don't know. Maybe we can be buddies and trade and battle and stuff. I don't know, but I can give them away. Give them away to you. There we go. Jesus, this is a rough one. Oh my goodness. Anyway, speaking of rough, I had a rough Tuesday, friends, and I'm going to talk about what I did last weekend, but I'll do that in a second. First, I got to tell you, I had a rough Tuesday. It was the primary elections in Pennsylvania, and so of course I voted. I went and did my civic duty. Before I got there, though, I left work. I tried to get out a little bit early, but I mean like 3 minutes early to catch the earlier train, so I can get to the polls in time before it rained and be home and ready to go to do whatever it was that I was going to do. So that was my plan. Of course, it did not work out. So I get down to the platform and I see the train that I normally always miss. I missed it. I've caught it like 2 times in 5 years. And so I don't usually get on this train, but I saw it there. I got excited. So I kind of started moving a little faster, not outright running, but I was kind of in a bit of a jog or a shuffle. I don't know what to call it, but the platform was slippery, very slick, and I fell down. Yep, that happened. Super embarrassing. I also hurt a lot. I fell on my right elbow, and I feel like I'm yelling, so my bad. But yeah, I don't know. Deal with it. I'll fix it later, or not. I don't care. So I took a spill. It hurt. Landed on my elbow, and more my pride really was hurt there. And as I was getting up to get on clearly I fell right in front of the first car. So the conductor, the operator, whatever you want to call her, was there, could see me going for her train that she's about to pull away, right? So she's about to leave. She can see me running for this train, running whatever it was. And then I went down, wiped out, if you will. And you know what she does when I'm getting up off the floor, the platform, ground, whatever you want to call it? She closed the doors and drives away. So not only did I hurt myself, ruin a pair of pants, and embarrass myself because I'm an adult. When you're an adult and you fall down, it's just embarrassing. Like, I fall down a lot. I walk funny. It happens, right? But still, as an adult, it's kind of embarrassing to fall down in public when nobody pushes you, right? Or not. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I felt bad, mainly because I did all that, and I still missed the goddamn train because this dumb bitch decided, oh, well, this guy's just falling down, just and pulled away like a fuck. By the way, live stream not safe for work. So, so there you go. Yeah, so that happened, and then I got to the polls, and of course, I stopped home first because I had to clean myself up and change my pants, which again were ruined, and so that was a bummer. So I had to go get cleaned up, and I ordered food and said, "All right, I'll be back. Got to go vote." The polling place is only up the block; it's like 3-4 blocks away. So my total travel time was like 12 and a half minutes or whatever. But of course, like it does on every election day since I moved down here, as I'm walking down to the polls, it is pouring rain, and I'm walking back, and of course, It is pouring rain. Now, I'm not saying that if I had gotten on that early train, I would have missed the rain entirely, but I am telling you that I probably would have missed a good chunk of it. It would have just started raining right as I was getting home. Instead, I had to go both ways through it because this dumb bitch decided, oh, this guy's not going for the train that he literally ran and fell to get to. I'm just going to go. Fuck you, guy. That's really what that said. I mean, it was a lot, conveyed in a look. But still, that's what I heard as I'm on the ground in pain and in shame, really. That's what I heard. I heard her say, go fuck yourself, buddy. And that was that. So I was disappointed. And then I was disappointed another time when I got to the polls. And it was about 6:15 in the evening. And the polls closed at 8 p.m. And I get in there and I do my thing. And the people working the polls are very nice in my district anyway. From what I mean, I interact with them twice a year. So my interactions have been positive, except the first time, but we won't talk about that. So they're kind of just sitting around. I'm like, man, it must have been pretty slow today because they seemed really bored. And they were like, yeah, well, you were number 33, and the district has 420 something or whatever, however many. And maybe it's because now I'm like paying attention to things. I don't know. But that's fucking horrible, people. Come on, neighbors. I want to hear no complaints from you. Zero, none, nada. No, because you're like, oh, well, all these people do, all politicians. Blah, blah, blah. You don't get out and vote. It's your fault, really. You didn't do anything to change it or help change the situation. You can't bitch about it. All right? There you go. That's my thing. I don't know. It's just, I hear a lot of people complain. I see a lot of people whine about stuff that happens in the community and how bad it is, or these politicians do this and that and the other thing. But the reason we're in this situation in the first place is because you don't vote and you don't get the people who do these terrible things or whatever it is they do or don't do. You don't get them out of there because you don't vote for the other guy or girl. Right? Right. Jesus, what a mess. So I was disappointed on Tuesday for a number of different reasons, but we got Pizza Hut pasta, so that was really good. That worked out pretty well. Every so often, it's really good. And on this day, I'm thankful that it was really good and not the stale, burnt, or both thing that we get some other times. So Pizza Hut came through. Thank you very much. Awesome. Sorry for the weak high five. I haven't had dinner yet today, so there you go. That's what you get. No, I'm not calling you again. So that was my Tuesday. Before that, on the Saturday that I said I'm going to tell you, here it is, me telling you the thing. I went up to my mom. She said, hey, I need some help clearing some branches. And I know that I've known about these branches for some time. They're massive. My mom's yard is full of trees, and the branches just fall down all over the place willy-nilly because nature and climate change or whatever. So she says, hey, I need some help with these branches. Can you come help me? We're going to take them over, I don't know, to the dump. We're going to break them up, throw them in the truck, take them to the dump or somewhere and figure it out. And I said, sure, no problem. I can help you out. She came, picked me up. It was awesome. Went to the Amish market, got some stuff. It was great. Then did some things. I'm going to rave about the Amish market again in a minute, or several, however long this takes. So we get up there. I get there and we start doing things about 10:30, I guess it was. And we're breaking them up. She's looking up, hey, where am I going to take these? And the dump that was closest to us, they were like, oh, we close at 12. All right, so that probably wasn't going to happen because it was only two of us. And it was taking a bit because they were big branches. There were maybe a dozen of them, and they were, I don't know, 10, 12, however many feet long. So they weren't, a tiny little sticks in the yard, right? They were big tree limbs. And so it was kind of, it wasn't difficult. It just took some time. So I was calling people in the area, and I realized I only have about 5 friends who I regularly talk to in the area who may have the answer. And I called, I'm not going to put them on blast for not being able to help, but I am going to praise one, though. I called my buddy Phil, who's been on this show a couple weeks ago and is a great friend. I've known him for a long time. So I called him, left him. I didn't leave a message. So he didn't answer. I sent him a text. I said, hey, man, got these branches. Where can I send them? It also works out that his dad is a landscaper. Like, that's his business. So I was like, hey, maybe your dad can help us out. I don't know. So I sent him a text with that, and we go out and start breaking them up. And then we're out there doing the thing, and he just appears. His car pulls up behind ours, and he's like, "Hey, man, what's going on? How'd you see how big they were?" And he did, said Phil things, and did not expect that to happen. Definitely did not expect him to help us, and he really he came through, man. Whoa, man! I got to tell you, he helped us. He saved us hours, literally hours of time, uh, by doing this, and he also gave us a hookup for a landscaping place that he knew that was close by that would take them when we went over. We paid him $20, not Phil, the landscaping people. We paid them $20. We emptied the truck into this big pile of brush, and they said, "All right, that's it." So then we get back home, and there are more branches in the back, so we go grab those. And my mom was like, "All right, there's a dump right near your house. We're gonna go there and see what happens. They're open late." I said, "All right, great, no problem." So we get down there and we pull up, we back up the truck, and we throw it into a dump truck, and that's it. And it was free. So all the branches are now gone, thanks in part to Phil and the city of Philadelphia, and I don't know, the internet at large. I guess having a cell phone, that was really helpful. Having his number. I don't know who else to thank, but I love you. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I think you're awesome. So there you go. Also, we got ice cream because I was like, what the hell? We spent a day working on stuff, spent the morning working on stuff. Let's get some ice cream. So we did. It was awesome. And also, the Amish market in town where my mom lives is fucking awesome. They have these breakfast logs. It's bacon, egg, and cheese wrapped in a pretzel, and they're made fresh right there in front of you, and they're fucking awesome. And I love them. And yes, coins. I don't care. They're delicious. I wish they were open more often and that they were closer to me because I love them. Although they would make me fat and broke. So maybe it's a good thing that they're not closer to me now. But they are delicious. So thank you, Mom, for getting that for me. And then I got your ice cream. So that worked out. And that was, I don't know, I guess that was my Mother's Day present to my mom. I have a card for you somewhere around here, I think. If not, well, I'll get you two next year. How's that sound? Sounds awesome. Great. So there you go. That was my Saturday doing some yard work. That's what happened with the stuff. It all worked out. And yeah, it makes up, well, telling them in that order certainly makes up for the crappy Tuesday that I had, even though it was later, and you know what I mean. So there you go. All right. So I asked a question this week, and I had one in mind from a coworker, but I decided, hey, this one's a little more timely, so we're going to push that one to next week's show. Well, I'll tell you about it at the end of the show. So this week I decided, because a lot of the TV shows either have been renewed or you found out they were canceled, and a lot of them are ending or have ended by the time you hear this. So I decided, hey, there were a lot of big shows that got canceled, and I wanted to know which ones hurt you the most this season. Mine, you already know. I talked about it last week. I did some yelling. Designated Survivor. I'm actually about to go watch the series finale as soon as I'm done here, and then Guardians of the Galaxy 2, so I can see Avengers on Saturday. So yeah, that's my plan. I hope it works out. I don't know. I tried to do it last week. It didn't work. So we'll see what happens. So I'm, of course, upset about that. Although I read this morning that Netflix is in talks to revive it for a third season at the very least. So we will keep our fingers, toes, and eyes crossed for that one. What a great show. God damn it. But we already did it. It's Audrey's fault. We already took care of that business. Our buddy Lockjaw said Lucifer getting canceled is a punch to the heart. Yes, it was. Crush came over and punched it in the heart. Punched us, not it. And I'm bummed out about that one. We did watch the series finale the other day, even though we were not caught up on the show. We did watch the series finale, and I will say, I will try not to spoil it for you in case you have not seen it yet. I will say just this, though. If that is the season finale only, then it was great. Like, that is a wonderful season finale. However, it made for a terrible series finale. Like, it reminded me of Agent Carter's series finale. Well, we didn't know it at the time. It was the season 2 finale. You know what? Yeah, I'll just go into it. I might as well. So the last scene in Agent Carter, well, now we know it was the last scene overall, but the last scene in season 2 was Detective Thompson, Chad Michael Mudface, for those of you in the know or don't know, or not in the know, I should say. Uh, the last scene is he went into a room. He's following a lead. He goes into a hotel room. Somebody's like, "Hey, I get this," or I can't remember what he was doing now. But the last scene we see is him getting pulled out of that room by a gloved hand, and we're like, "Oh my god, what happened to the captain or whatever his rank was at the time? What the hell?" And then we find out the next day the show is canceled, so we're fucked. So now we don't know what happened to him. We don't know where Peggy is. I don't know. I'm still disappointed about that one, even though it was a couple years ago. Yeah, man, cliffhangers are not good for series finales. Like, I I'm okay with season finales being cliffhangers, but uh, I don't know. I guess they can't really do anything about it because they film it and then they find out like weeks later as it's airing or like right before it airs, like, oh yeah, by the way, that's your last episode. And so that's disappointing for obviously everybody involved in the show, and then the fans of the show. But unfortunately for all of you, I don't know if this is fortunate or unfortunate. Those were all the ones I got. I guess nobody want much like the the movies, the bad movies last week. Nobody wanted to relive some bad experiences, and that's fine because it's a bummer when your favorite show or a favorite show of yours, Jesus Christ, uh, gets canceled. Oh man, what a mess. Um, when it gets canceled, you're like, I just don't even want to think about it because, then I'll get sad because I won't get to see it again. And if it's an unresolved story, that's a mess too. And we don't want that. And just, it's all gross, man. It is all gross. I think I put this in the show notes last week when I found out, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine was canceled by Fox on, I don't know, Monday. And then on Tuesday or, the next day was picked up for another season by NBC. So that one got saved. I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed for Designated Survivor, for Lucifer, for screw it, for your favorite show. Even if I don't like it, I want you to be happy about it. So I will cross all the things I can cross and hope that your favorite show gets picked up for another season. All right? All right. That's the stuff. Hostess, I just got sued. Uh, so speaking of entertainment, let's roll right along, shall we? We shall. Some movies this week, only two, actually. Show Dogs is a family comedy starring Will Arnett and the voice of Ludacris. Also, Shaq is involved somehow. A human detective and his partner, his partner has to go undercover at the world's most exclusive dog show to solve his biggest case yet. So Will Arnett is the human detective. Ludacris is the voice of the dog detective who has to, I guess, win the dog show and save the. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he has to save it, and it's Ludacris being a dog and Will Arnett playing a detective. So that should be a lot of fun. And that is out for you to see right now. Also in theaters, Deadpool 2. I don't need to tell you about this. I listened to an interview with, this is not, well, actually, he is in it. Josh Brolin is in Deadpool 2. And he was on, it must have been Marin. Yeah, I just listened to it yesterday. He was on there and he's like, listen, I don't need to promote the superhero movie because you're going to go see it anyway. And that is a very good point. I don't need to promote this because if you saw the first one, there's a good chance you enjoyed it. And there's a good chance you're going to go see the second one. Or if you just like Ryan Reynolds, then you're probably going to go see it anyway. So Deadpool 2 in theaters right now. So go do the thing. If you don't want to go out to the theater, that's no problem. I don't blame you. I don't like to go places. You know that. You could play some new video games this week. Actually, only have what do we have? 3, 4? No, we got a bunch. So there you go. All you agoraphobiacs, do the thing. Little Witch Academia, Chamber of Time, PC, PS4. It is a side-scrolling action RPG. Is this one based on an anime? Maybe. I don't know. I read a bunch of things this week. I have no idea what is what anymore. So you're a witch in training in a side-scrolling action role-playing game. This looks pretty fun. And like every role-playing game anymore, reminds me of Golden Sun. So there you go. Horizon Chase Turbo for PC and PS4. I saw this when I was putting the notes together, and I was like, man, this looks so much like Cruisin' World or Cruisin' USA, those old school arcade racing games, that I bought it on day one on Tuesday. And no regrets, friends. Sorry, no regrets on this one. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this. It is, well, all right. Saying it's simple is kind of inaccurate because it's difficult. Maybe I just suck at racing games, and that's probably the case. I love them. I think they're a lot of fun. I'm not very good at them, but I like them just the same, and it's easy to get the hang of. It's a straight up racing game, and it's a lot of fun so far. So there you go. I'll probably play some tonight and let you know. Maybe I'll blog about it. Maybe I'll write about. Oh, I sound like such a fucking nerd. Maybe I'll write about it. I don't know what I'll do about it. I'm gonna keep playing it. That's what I know for sure. Uh, I'll let you know. Although I will say, it made me want to play Destruction Derby again, because the point of that is to not only win the race but destroy every other car in the race. So that's a lot of fun. And also Need for Speed, where you get chased by the police. And in one of them, I remember Bill and I had it for PC years ago. You could also be the police and capture the rebel drivers or whatever. And so that was a lot of fun. So if they did that again, I would buy that too. So there you go. So that's out for you. Wizard of Legend. Maybe this is not the one based on the anime. Anyway, Wizard of Legend for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch you are a wizard and you crawl through a bunch of dungeons like Zelda, like in Zelda, not Princess Zelda. Although they should do that though. Let Zelda crawl through some dungeons for once. God damn it. You got to unlock a bunch of spells as a wizard and stuff, and it looks intense, man. All the stuff with the things and the powers and the magic wand or something. I don't know. Just go do the thing. Out for PC is one called Creepy Road. The world has gone mad, and Flint Trucker, that's a great name for a video game character, must go down a long, creepy road to get back home and save his beloved Angelina. Beloved? He's got to save his lady. Blast your guns across different scenarios to fight hordes of ravenous beasts and bloodthirsty enemies. It is a side scroller, so it's an old school side scrolling fun. Shoot 'em up, kick some ass, do the thing. Speaking of old school, kick some ass, a 16-bit action platformer is available now. Fox and Forest, PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. You can switch seasons in this game on the fly. Like you press one button or a combination of something or others, and you change the season in the game. So you go from fall to winter. So you go from snow to other things and do this stuff. And you use that to your advantage to kick more ass. I don't know. I guess the enemy you're fighting will die if it becomes winter. I don't know exactly how it works, but it looks like a lot of fun and looks very difficult, by the way, as most of those 16-bit era games still are. You also have a crossbow. So you have to use that and switch your seasons, and you're a fox, and you have to unlock the mystery of the 5th season. I don't know what that is. I have not played the game, but there it is. It is out there for you. If you liked playing Sega games, this one is for you. So, yeah, do it up, man. Do the thing with the stuff over there. And also out this week, Taco Gun. This looks like so much goddamn fun. I had to yell it at you. Sorry. Shoot your friends full of tacos until they explode in this insane party game. Taco Gun features 8 uniquely absurd levels and multiple characters to choose from, each with unique abilities to feed each other to death. This looks like so much fun. It reminds me of like an old Flash game you would see on like Miniclip or like myarcade.com or whatever those sites were in the late 90s or early, what do you call them? Early 2000s, early, whatever the hell you call them. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. Like those games were fun. Like a point and click and shoot and do the stuff and waste your time in computer class. And that was a lot of fun. Instead of writing that paper, you were playing Taco Gun. So that is available for you on PC, so you can do the thing. Those are the stuff, and you know what I mean. That's what's out for you to go play. Or no, you don't even have to go anywhere. You can do all this digitally and not go anywhere away from your house. So there you go. What have you been playing, Pat? Well, I'm glad you asked. Thank you for that. Obviously, I was playing Horizon Chase Turbo, and it's been really fun. Saturday was Tony Hawk's birthday. He's 50, man. That is crazy. So, of course, I came home from my yard working and played some Tony Hawk, and that was a lot of fun. As always, I love Tony Hawk games. Well, the ones I've played, I haven't played them all, but I'm sure they're all fun and wonderful because Tony Hawk. Also, I got a new game. I heard about this game from Brendan on Almost Better Than Silence, and the other day it went half price. So I decided, all right, let's jump on it for 350. You can't really go wrong. Genital jousting. There we go. And it is exactly what you think it is. Well, I have yet to play the multiplayer, which was like the big selling point of the game, but you play as an actual penis with testicles and an anus. Yeah, we got to go scientific to beat the iTunes censors here, friends. So you are a penis. Really, you are literally a penis. How many times can I say penis on this show before before mom says stop saying penis? I don't know. There's another one, but you are yeah, that's what you are. You're a wiener, and you have to, well, get inside your opponents. That's how we'll put that one. Again, have not tried that one yet. Nobody's been online when I tried to play, but there is a story mode where you have to go through your life as a penis, and the whole thing is you are gearing up for a high school reunion, trying to find a date, trying to be awesome, trying to I don't know, do penis things. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet, but so far it is fun. There's a narrator in the story mode, which makes it somehow 80 times funnier to play through. So if you'd like to play, I'm the Melting Pad on Steam. So you want to hang out and play some genital jousting? We can certainly do that together. That could be fun or disgusting. I don't know. What I do know is I added another show to the Queen Scroll. Now, my boss at work, one of my bosses at work, we used to call this the King Scroll. We would talk about TV shows that we watch, and we'd be like, all right, we got to do this one and that one. And every so often, mainly every other day, we would come in and go, oh, add another one to the scroll. Like in one that we're like, oh, we need to watch this. You should watch that one. All right, I'm going to watch what you think I should watch, and we'll do the thing. And we just keep adding shows. And it used to be the King Scroll. I guess he got overruled and she stole the remote. So now it is the Queen Scroll, and I added another show, splitting up together. It is what is it, NBC? I guess I don't remember what the network is. I have it on Hulu. Jenna Fisher is the star, so of course I'm going to check that out. Love The Office. The parents are divorced, but they live together still. So what they do is one week, one parent lives in the house with the kids and does all the family stuff, and the other parent lives in the garage and gets to be free for a week and gets to do whatever it is you want to do. And they switch off every week, and it's fun. I'm enjoying it so far. It's funny, and I've seen 3 episodes, I think, and they've been enjoyable, and it's a good time. So if you need something to watch this summer, one of your shows is out. If you have Hulu, if you don't, let me know. If you sign up, I get $10. So let me know about that, and watch Splitting Up Together. All right? There you go. That's the stuff with the things. Okay. Are we good with the entertainment stuff? I think we are. I think we are good to go with all that stuff. So, for the live folks, you get an awkward pause as per usual. That was weird, friends, right? I'm a weird sounding guy sometimes. For the podcast folks, you get a brand new tune from our friends Remember Sports. Is it? And I said this at the top of the show. I still don't know if it's if I'm asking you like, hey, you remember sports? Like if you remember, or if I'm telling you to remember sports. Remember sports. Like if I have to yell at you, I don't know what the deal is. I do know that I love this album. It is called Slow Buzz. It is out right now. You can get it on Bandcamp. That's where I got it. You can probably get it other places, but I will always suggest Bandcamp first if it's an option because from what I understand, as far as I know it, the band gets more of your money that way. So if you can, go through Bandcamp and do the stuff with the things. All right. So it's out now. Go get it. I'm bummed I'm missing their show tonight, but what can you do? Nothing. I can do this podcast and complain about it. So, so there you go. But the album's great and I love it. And here's a track from it. It is called Calling Out. So enjoy it, do the thing, and I don't know, have some fun. All right. That was a little less awkward than last time, right? I don't know if it was. I have no idea, but there it is. Remember Sports. Remember Sports? Calling Out. And it is it is available now from their album Slow Buzz. Do the thing, get the stuff. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, there you go. That's Remember Sports. I thought I was going to say something else there, but I love the album. It's awesome. and I hope you enjoy it as well. Tell them I sent you, and they'll say, "Hey, who's that guy?" I don't know. Maybe they won't say that at all. I have no idea. But there it is. There's the stuff with the things. All right. We got some baseball for you. Not a lot. Not well, less than I thought there was going to be. I watched on Sunday. Was it Sunday or was it Saturday? It was Sunday. Had to be. I watched the Mariners play the Tigers, so I crossed off the Tigers. They won in a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth, so that was exciting. As a guy who doesn't hate the Tigers, sorry, Josh. But Robinson Cano was injured in that game, hit by a pitch on his hand. They found out, hey, man, you broke your hand or wrist or whatever it was. You're going to be out in about 2 months. So that's a big loss for the Mariners. Big loss. It's tough for him because he's just a tremendous hitter and still just a really good player. And then we found out a couple of days later that he has dropped his appeal and will serve an 80-game suspension for using a banned substance. And that's, it's disappointing. Apparently, the story goes he failed to test in the winter and then filed an appeal so he could keep playing, and it didn't come out. And then I guess it came out a few days ago that he wasn't going to win. So I guess they found it. So like they did a whole investigation. They go through all the stuff, and he and his people realize, hey, we have this thing. There's no way I'm going to win this. And if this goes public with all the, like, if I fight this, this suspension and lose, that looks worse on me than if I just drop my appeal and say, yes, I took this thing, and that's that. So that's what he did. At least that's as far as I understand it. That's how the story went. It was not a performance-enhancing drug, per his statement, per the league. I guess they confirmed it. It was a masking agent, and that's kind of a weird term. But I think I heard on the news the other day that he got busted for a cover-up because it was a thing meant to mask what you're taking, and I don't know, but he insists that it is not a performance-enhancing drug. So I don't know. I guess that's that. That's all I have to go on. So he is suspended for 80 games. That is tough for the Mariners. And also, I believe that one of the new rules about suspensions is if you get one, you are not eligible for the playoffs. So that is a bummer. So if they make the playoffs, then he's not playing. And that's disappointing for them and for him. A lot of people are saying there goes his Hall of Fame shot, which is, again, as I know I keep using the word, but disappointing because what a great player. And then this happens. So there you go. Speaking of really good, well, I'm not going to put him on the level of Robinson Cano, and I feel bad that I just said that, but I can't take it back now. AJ Pollock, outfielder for the Diamondbacks, is unfortunately injured again. Out 4 weeks with a broken hand. And I feel bad for the guy, really. He's in a walk year, meaning he can hit free agency at the end of the year. And he was having a good year so far. And now he's not. Now he's out for a month. And so that's a bummer. He was probably, if he was going to stay on this pace that he was on, was going to make a lot of money in free agency or get a better deal from the Diamondbacks to stay. And that could have been awesome. And it's bad for the Diamondbacks because Paul Goldschmidt is struggling. They have a ton of injuries on their pitching staff. And really, this is the time for them to step on the gas with how poorly the Dodgers are playing. And now the Giants are playing better. I mean, they got swept by the Phillies. And I think they lost to somebody else. They lost a bunch of games to the Marlins, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. But now they have to take advantage as well. So you have the Rockies in there. The Diamondbacks are, I believe, still in first place. So really, this is the time for the rest of the NL West to step up and take control because the Dodgers they're not good. They got swept by the Reds, and the Reds are bad. And I believe they've lost 2 or 3 in a row to the Marlins, or at least 2 in a row to the Marlins as of Thursday. Well, as of Thursday, I didn't check the thing today, but they played this afternoon. So let's say as of Wednesday, they lost 2 in a row to the Marlins, and no good. No good. Kershaw's not playing. They got a bunch of other people hurt, and they're just, I mean, they lost Corey Seager for the year. Justin Turner got injured on like the season's 3rd play. Again, Kershaw is out. Not a lot going right for them right now. So it's a bummer for them. You hate to see it unless you're a Giants fan or Diamondbacks fan or whatever fan you are. In which case, you love to see it because you want your team to go, hey, now it's time to, again, step on the gas and kick some ass here and take control of the division while we can before the Dodgers regroup, if they do, and go on like a 98-game winning streak. I don't know if that's possible. I don't even know if that's mathematically possible at this point, but you get what I mean. I don't know. Are they in danger? I think they are. I think it's time if you're a Dodgers fan. I know it's only mid-May, but I think it's time to hit the panic button. And I don't know what to do. I really don't. I think they are in trouble, though. I really do. You know who's not in trouble, though? Justin goddamn Verlander and the Houston Astros. He had a great start the other day, reminding you all that he is still fucking awesome. And he was well worth whatever they paid or gave up to get him, because obviously they won the World Series after they got him. And their rotation this year, by the way, is dominating. Charlie Morton, Dallas Keuchel, Lance McCullers, Garrett Cole. I can't believe I just forgot that one. They are just kicking all kinds of ass, and it's fun to watch. I've seen a couple other games this year. I want to see more of them. I need to get on it and watch more Astros because their pitching is awesome. So there you go. In case you forgot, he's still great. He reminded you that, hey, I'm going to be a Hall of Famer immediately after I retire. I think also he hit 2,500 strikeouts during that start, right? Did I read that right? I don't know. I have no idea, and I'm not looking it up. So there you go. Phillies are playing well. I love it. The next 40 or so games, 40, 41, whatever it is, this is going to be the real test. It's a brutal stretch. They're playing a bunch of good teams. The Cardinals, who are playing well, the Nationals, who they're terrible against. They got the Red Sox thrown in there somewhere, and I don't know, a bunch of other good teams they're playing, or teams that they have struggled against already this year in their division. So this is going to be it, man. This is where we find out if this is for real or if they were just playing out of their league, above their level, if you will. So I don't know. I'm excited about it. I like what I've been seeing so far. The starting pitching has been doing really well. And the young guys who needed to step up so far have taken plenty of good steps in the right direction. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the future of Phillies baseball. Even if not immediately. No, I am excited about this next stretch of games. I hope they do well, obviously, but long term as well. So a lot going on right now in Philly sports that went well. And it's been a long time since that happened. So there you go. It's exciting to be a Philadelphia sports fan right now, and I love it. Oh, goddamn, pal, they love it. That's my knockoff Vince McMahon for you. I was going to throw out a question for baseball things, but that went a little longer than I thought. So, damn it. That's for the podcast, folks. So instead, I'll save that for when Josh is here, because it'll be a good one, I think. I saw this the other day. The feds, the federal government has now allowed, let me see if I can get this wording right. I probably won't, has now allowed states to legalize gambling, to take control of their betting things. Basically, what this means is the federal government is not restricting sports betting. And so now states can make their own rules, I guess. And I think like 20 states filed immediately to have do their gambling stuff. Pennsylvania was one of them. So go get them, y'all. Have fun. And did this mean that Pete Rose can be free and join the Baseball Hall of Fame? Yes, God damn it. I know not really. But that was the first thing many people thought of. Like, hey, gambling's legal now. Let's get Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. I think he should be, but I understand why he isn't. All right, I get it. And I've talked about this for years. I've written about it. I've yelled about it on the show. So I won't do it again now. But there you go. So all you gamblers out there, I don't know, do the thing, man. You don't have to travel so far to place your bets on your team anymore. If you're lucky, if you're one of the states that did it, if you aren't, then you still got to go somewhere else. Well, no, even so, you don't have to travel all the way to somewhere else. You may be able only have to go like one state over. So There you go. That's good, man. Clearly, I don't know anything about sports betting. I just wanted to let you know, in case you are a gambler and did not hear this news, that you can possibly, maybe, probably, bet on your team. So, or you will be able to in the very near future. So there you go. Am I good? I am. That's all the stuff, man. That's all the things and the stuff. If you're going down to Wizard World this weekend, enjoy yourself. All right, have fun. I wish I could go. We had such a great time last year. Um, but we have 2 weddings to go to. So I can't spend the money this year. But if you're going down there, have fun and don't be an idiot. Obviously, enjoy the panels, the photos, the autographs, the artwork, obviously, and say hi to Ben if you see him down there. Tell him I sent you. There you go. Live folks, get me clearing my throat on there. So, so there you go. That is it, man. I'm all done. nextlevelradioonline.com. All the stuff, it is all up there. And yeah, am I doing this? Am I really ending the show? Like, yeah, forget it. I'm not going to record a second thing for the podcast, folks. So unfortunately, live folks do not get the song that I get to play after the show because YouTube, but I don't want to record another thing after. So again, nextlevelradioonline.com. All the shows are up there. Also subscribe. There we go. Holy shit. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get your shows so you never miss an episode. We're all up there, man. I'll do the thing and the stuff. You can rate us and review us and have some fun over there. Facebook.com/nextlevelradioonline and on Twitter and Instagram at NXT Level Radio. I am everywhere at the Melting Pat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and .com. You can also leave me a voicemail, 209-867-7638. Do the thing. You can text that number as well with your comments, questions, observations, or middle fingers. I don't really care. That's it, though. I think I'm good to go. Am I? Let me make sure. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for coming. Hope you have a lovely day, night, morning, whatever you have going on. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Don't be a fucking idiot. All right? Another coin just for you to send you out on. That is, that's awesome. Jerome, thanks, buddy. This has been an 8 Boiling holy shit. This has been an 8 Boiling production. So until next time, my friends, have fun. Be safe. Thank a veteran. And of course, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Here's G Love and special sauce with cold beverage to take us home. You've been inside the Melting Pat on Next Level Radio. Go crap open a cold one.